back now. This is the third, I think, lesson in the Learn React series, and in this lesson, we're going to be talking about mapping. So, in mapping, .map is an array method. It's a basic JavaScript method. You probably know about it. And in React, it's one of the most used array methods. That's why I think it's really good to know how to use it, when to use it, and really just how it works. So let's get into it. So we have the way .map works, if you don't know, is it takes an array of data and it displays the data. So let's say we have app.js here. This is our main component. This is just like our assumed, let's say, API. If we were to have an API, we'd call the data. But here we just have in a JavaScript file. So we have a JavaScript file and we're importing the data into our app component. So to map, we would have to create a new variable first. So we'll call this, because this is like grocery store items, we'll call it const, we'll say list items, and we'll set it equal to data, right here, data, dot map, and then here, what we do is, the first set of parentheses is going to have, like, basically, what each individual item in the array is going to be called. So like we'll just say item or item, and then here we have an arrow function which basically has whatever needs to be displayed on the screen when this is displayed to the screen with JavaScript syntax. So like, let's say we'll have list items right here. Okay, so now in here, when we display different things, like let's say I wanted to have, since it's list items, I wanted to have LIs with all of this information. I'll create an LI, and here I'll write item. So what's happening is, I don't know what happened, 1 second. What's happening is, that basically on a array method, what happens is it loops through the array. So here, const list items, what's happening is it's data.map. It loops through the array and it does a specific item to the array. So here it's basically causing the array, each array item to be surrounded by li elements. I could do anything here. I could even use this as a prop if I wanted to. I can make literally whatever the data item is as a prop to a different component. And then what I do is I have to render const list items, which is the new array that's been mapped through the old array right here, and it should show me a list because I'm using li elements. But we have to have, basic HTML syntax. You have to have either a UL or a OL tag, meaning unordered or ordered list around that. So I think for grocery store items wanting to buy, I would use an a UL. So let's just do that. I just feel like that's the better choice. Okay, now we got that, and now let's look at what it looks like. There we go. All our items have been successfully rendered. Now let's say I want to use an OL, just to show you guys. Maybe I want to buy items in a specific order. There we go. Same thing. So it's really easy, really fast. There's really nothing much to it. And yeah. So next thing I want to talk about before we move into the next lesson is mapping through an array of data, which is an array of objects. So a lot of times you're gonna have data with like objects in it. So let's say here we'll get rid of all of this data, and now what we'll do is we'll create objects. So we'll have first name, first name, and then we'll write, I don't know, Kathy, and then we'll do last name right here. Oh, yeah, last name, and we'll set it equal to Smith. And yeah, now we'll have this there. Just for time's sake, I'm just gonna copy and paste this. But let's just assume that these were all different. Oh, also we need to have that. We have to have a comma after each first name as well. I forgot that. And done. Okay. So yeah, for time's sake, we're just gonna keep them all Kathy Smith. But there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5. So now that we're importing this already, and now we're gonna change up our um our map. So what we're gonna do is, yeah, it's still gonna stay item. We're still gonna map through each item, but each array item here is one object. And the way we go into objects, if you guys remember, is like, let's say this object had the name of, each object is named you. So let's say the object's name was Steve. To get into the first name, we do Steve dot first name. That's dot notation. You could also do bracket notation, but dot notation works fine, so why not? And same, Steve dot last name would give you Smith. So what we're gonna do here is we're doing this right. This is good. And here in our list item, let's say I want to do so we're not gonna call it Steve, it's data. So we're not data in this specific case, it's item because that's what we set each item to. Each object is named item. So item dot first name, and now we'll create another list element. Actually, instead of list, we'll make this h1, h1, and we'll make another h1 right here. And in here, what we'll do is we'll have item dot last name. Oh, 1 second. Okay, yeah. Item dot last name. Perfect. And now here we're gonna get rid of our OL. We don't need that. Oh, and just yep, that's good. Just get rid of this. Okay, now let's test it out. What are we getting? Adjacent ASF elements must be wrapped in an enclosing tag. Okay, so what's it telling me? What that is telling me is that these two items, they're going to be logged here, but they have to be wrapped in a tag. But they're already being wrapped in a div tag. Well, you have to have another div tag. I don't know why that is, but you do need to have another div tag then. So we'll just add that here. Oh, just want to stay in. 1 second, guys. Okay. Perfect. Now let's test this out. There we go. Kathy Smith, Kathy Smith. Now, if you guys think I'm like doing something weird, maybe I'm looping through, maybe it's not the right way, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change some of this data. Now we'll make this, I don't know, Lois Smith. I'll make this one like Harry, Liam. I don't know. And let's change those two. Let's change it to like, I don't know, um, William. Yeah. So let's just see how it looks. There we go. Liam William, Kathy Smith, Harry Smith, Lois Smith, Kathy Smith. Perfect. So as you can see, each item is being looped through. In fact, just to make it a little bit more clear that which is last name, which is first name, we'll make the last name in a H4 tag, I think. Yeah, there we go. And yeah. So yeah, that's how you map through arrays and objects. Now, if you do see the potential, you can see how this is honestly really amazing. You can do a lot of stuff with this. Imagine making an API call. You can map through a huge array of data. There's so much you can do. And in our next video, we're going to get into state. And then from there, you guys are going to get your first project, which is going to combine everything we've learned so far. I'm going to be doing projects every 3 to 4 lessons. So, yeah, I'll see you guys there. Also, if you do have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below. And, yeah, also, one more thing. If you do have any suggestions for you want to see, like after this React course, I'm going to be making a Tailwind course. If you want something else, maybe about Node.js, anything at all to do with programming, leave it in the comments below. I do read the comments, and whatever it is, I'll get back to you, and I'll probably make a course about it if I know how to do it. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next part of the course. Peace.